Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Yeah, you're seeing almost a complete blacked out version of me. It's nighttime and I'm driving home. Been putting on some training the last couple of weeks here in my local area. I've got one more week of training to teach. It's really good stuff. We've got several volunteers here in the local community that they're going through this first responder training so that they can be ready to respond in our community to emergencies and disasters. So it's fun training. I enjoy putting this training on, even though it's tiresome, and that's one of the reasons why I'm struggling the last few days to get an evening video out, because between training and today I also had some meetings I did. I just didn't have time to, but it's good stuff. And it's, we love to train around here. Like we're just crazy about training. I'm teaching it, I'm going through it all the time, because we want our community, whether it be medical stuff, disaster stuff, preparedness, general preparedness, we're doing that kind of stuff pretty often around here. Anyways, just thought I'd let you know that's why. So as far as what's going on in the world, we are now into a new record, I guess starting tomorrow, a new record of the government being shut down for the longest time ever. And while they certainly could come up with some bill in the next few days and get it opened back up, most of the predictions are that it will be shut down probably for at least another month. Maybe even, to the end of December is what a lot of predictions are. We'll see if they're right, but, that's what's going on. And I know that most of you probably feel like I do. Fine, leave it shut down. Shut down all of it. Because certainly not all of the government is shut down. But the thing is that because it's shut down, they are saying that they have to borrow about so far, in the last 30 days, they've borrowed about $700 billion just to fund the functions of the government. And the thing is as much as the stuff that's been shut down is kind of that social welfare stuff, that really bad stuff, a lot of that's still functioning. So, don't get your hopes up too much. The food stamp thing, the SNAP benefits, yesterday a judge ordered emergency funds to be released to cover about 50%, so everyone would get half of their food stamps, and people started getting excited about that. But then today the president issued an online post saying that no emergency funds, no funds whatsoever, would be released for SNAP benefits until the Democrats came to the table and complied with some type of budget agreement. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I've said before, once we hit the 61-day mark, all these people that's been laid off by the government, they're now terminated. They no longer have a job. So we're talking, something like 1.5 million employees that are unemployed now. Which I know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily. It will have bad repercussions, but the thing is that doesn't mean that the work that those people are doing go away. It means that it's probably going to be done by artificial intelligence. And the markets are reacting weird, like up until just pretty much today, everything was still just going strong. And then BlackRock, you guys know who BlackRock is, obviously. They dumped something like $3 billion, or I can't remember if that's the exact number, but something in that neighborhood. They sold off about $3 billion in Bitcoin, and everything went into a frenzy. And so Bitcoin, that was kind of trading up in the 120,000 range, dropped below 100,000 for the first time in a while today. And the last time I checked, all the markets, everything was down considerably. And then you look at the other job losses. There's all kinds, almost every day there's a company announcing that, we're cutting 5,000 jobs, 8,000 jobs, 10,000 jobs, 4,000 jobs, just all over the place. And people are starting to hurt more and more and more. And I'm telling you, we are getting to a critical point to where the things that are going on are going to be noticeable. And I hope that you're getting ready for it, because a lot of people are not ready. A lot of people. Some of these classes that I'm telling you about I teach, sometimes I'm teaching them to just the general public. These are people that are out there living. They're good people, but they're not like you and I, where they're like the hardcore preppers and all this. They're not. They're just regular everyday people. And I'm teaching them like the very basics of having a few weeks of food put away, and a few weeks of water, and a little med kit and things like that. And many times people are just like, they never thought of that before. What? You mean I'm supposed to have a 2 weeks food supply tucked away in my house? Oh my goodness, how do I do that? I didn't know that. And the point that I'm getting at is that the average person is not ready at all. None, zilch, zero. And so when this house of cards starts collapsing because the Fed's been dumping billions and billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars into the system again, delinquencies, foreclosures, all this kind of stuff is ridiculously high. Prices are high. Everything is just, it's like doomsday numbers. When all those chickens come home to roost, it's going to be a bad, bad time. And people are going to panic and very likely behave in pretty bad ways. And so you need to be getting yourselves geared up, because unless something happens soon that changes things for the positive, and it could happen. We're going into winter months. We're seeing the holidays soon. A lot of people, geared up for that. And they're broke, and they're losing their jobs. They don't have benefits, and on and on and on. It's not going to be good, folks. And I just hope that you folks are getting ready, because I hate to sound doomsday, but it's just getting there. You need to be getting your houses in order and preparing yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.